webcam. Now we will take a look at what comes inside the box. The included user manual, warranty card, the remote control, the web camera itself, in the bottom of the box, we have a USB, USB-C adapter, and the included USB 3.0 cable. Now we'll be discussing some of the features of this webcam. It comes with a removable magnetic privacy cover. On the front here, you have a button to enable or disable the AI auto tracking and framing. You also have another button which controls your zoom. This camera supports 8 times digital zoom in 1080p, 2K, and 3K. On the back here, you have your USB-C port. Comes with your standard mounting bracket. However, if you twist this, it'll unscrew and you're able to remove the entire camera from the mount, and it will support mounting to a standard tripod connection. This camera uses a 5 megapixel sensor that supports 60 FPS in 1080p, 1440p, and 3K. Some of the other features of this camera is HDR, H.264 encoding, YUY2 encoding. It has TOF autofocus, which is time of flight. It's very fast and accurate. This camera has a 92-degree field of view and comes with a noise-canceling microphone. Now to discuss the features of the remote. Up top, you have a 50 Hz and 60 Hz button. Long pressing this button will also enable or disable the on-screen display. You also have 2 buttons here to zoom in and out. While zoomed in, you have a direction pad for pan and tilt. In the center here, you have a button that will restore the camera to factory default settings. Over here, you have a button to mute the microphone. You also have a button to disable the live camera feed for privacy concerns. Here you have a button to disable autofocus and put the camera into manual focus. These 2 buttons are for near and far focus. You also have 2 buttons over here to adjust the brightness up or down. And this button right here will restore the brightness to factory settings. You're now viewing the default image of the Angetube 873AI 60 FPS webcam. I'm recording this section of the video in 1440p. I'll now be showing off the TOF autofocus. As you can see, the autofocus is fast and accurate. There is no focus hunting. As soon as you hold something up to the camera, it focuses rather well. I'm holding this within 2 inches of the camera right now. A little further back, still focuses. Now I'm going to be showing off some of the features of the remote. Here you have the ability to zoom in. This is 8 times digital zoom, so there is quality loss. As you can see, it still focuses nicely though. Just press this button, or excuse me. You have the ability to pan and tilt, and then restore back to defaults. You also have the ability to adjust brightness up or down. You can switch between manual and autofocus. You can turn AI features on or off and restore everything back to factory defaults again. I'm now using OBS to show off the different resolutions and frame rates of the Angetube 873AI. As you can see, this camera currently shows up for me as a USB live camera. Current resolution is 1080p, 30 frames per second. This camera also supports 60 frames per second in 1080p. Can also switch to 1440p, which is 2K. It also supports 60 FPS. I can switch to 2880 by 1620, which is 3K. That also supports 60 FPS. It supports video formats MJPEG, H.264, YUY2, YUY2 being uncompressed video format, which it also supports 60 FPS. I'm currently recording the last section of this video with the Angetube 873AI. At the time of recording this video, the camera is available on Amazon for $99 with a 20% coupon, and at that price, it's a good camera. This camera has mostly accurate colors and a good image. TOF autofocus is fast and accurate as well. This camera uses a 5 megapixel sensor and offers true 2K and 3K at 60 FPS. Also, the included remote adds a lot of functionality to this camera. Thank you for watching.